Hey, welcome back, community. We're going to be going over a very wonderful, interesting subject today, and that is custodial accounts, and not just custodial accounts, but stash custodial accounts. So I know I'm big into the M1 space, and I know I use them for a lot of my things, but M1 Finance does not offer a custodial account. So the thing about that is you're going to have to find somebody who does, right? If you want to offer your kids a future, if you want to invest in them, Stash offers a really great custodial account. You can start that with as little as $1. You can literally just start that account with $1. That's not much, right? And it's really great because you're giving your kids a chance. You're giving them opportunity. And not just that, though, but you can teach them. You can show them how the money grows. You can teach them how putting that money away gives them more money long term. It's a really good teaching tool. So as they're saying here on their website, kids outgrow toys, but an investment in a custodial account can grow. They'll never outgrow that, right? So that's amazing. You can give that to them. You pretty much have control of that account until they reach the age of 18. They will receive that money at that point, and they can use it for anything they would like to at that point. So it gives them a chance to pay for their schooling if they want, or if they need an apartment so they can move out. But whatever the case may be, you can hopefully teach them to hold on to it as it's an asset to them. And that's great, You can do fractional shares just like M1 Finance, which is great. We love that. And they have a little diagram here where they show you based on a 5% average growth rate per year, right? And a monthly deposit of $20, you can see when your kid's 2 years old, if you contributed $1,000 and then continue to contribute $20 a month, right? By the time they go from there all the way up to 26 years old, if they had left that alone, there's the first initial contribution of $1,000 you put in, plus the deposits for 26 years of $20 a month, which is $6,000, and then another $9,000. They're at like $18,000 total right here. I mean, what do you 1 plus 6 or 7 plus 9? Yeah, $16,000, right? And you're giving them a $16,000 head start towards college at a cost of $20 a month to you, which really isn't much. I mean, you spend $20 a month on getting something. You're getting a coffee and a lunch. There's $20 right there, And you're giving your kids the opportunity or the chance to invest. So I think Stash, this is a really great program that Stash is offering. I think it's really cool. I got to give them credit for that. It's something that M1 Finance really needs to step up on. So if anyone is in contact with anyone with M1, try to shout that out to them. Hey, you guys really need custodial accounts because I love the platform on M1, but they're really slacking on this. And so, that's something that's great. This is where their pricing is on that. I want to say it's $9 a month with two of them and a Stash account. So it's a little pricey. I'm not going to say it's cheap. I want to say that, I have one as well. I have a Stash account. I'll show you that over here. And I've given my kid, $400-ish roughly, but all of that hasn't come out of my pocket. And we're going to go through that. But they only charge me like $1 a month for just one custodial account. So it's really not bad if you're just getting the one. We're going to dig into this. I've invested $315 into my son's account. He's just a little over 2 years old. And he has a portfolio return of $98, which is 31% in 2 years. So that's about 15.5% per year. He's done very, very well. You can see he's got a lot of different investments: Conagra, Amazon, VNQ, Sunoco. He's hurting on a little bit there, but not a big deal. Pepsi, JP Morgan, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, AT&T, Procter & Gamble. He's got Home Depot. He's got Hormel, Union Pacific, Pfizer, and a few just different ETFs in here. JM Smucker, another ETF, Walt Disney, 3M, Carnival Cruise Lines. That did awful, so that was great. Bought that a couple years ago. But the thing is, though, overall, he's made $98, even with the losers in that account. There's such good winners in there, too. And some of these are really solid stocks that he's probably going to want to hold on to long, long after he's 18 years old. I mean, Amazon, he's definitely not going to be selling that. Pepsi, no way. McDonald's, Coca-Cola. I mean, these are companies that really they're not going away. They're getting more and more valuable every day. And I think that's a gift that I could give him that is just really, really valuable and that I'm happy about, So there's different things you can do with this. Like they were saying, you could do the $20 a month, But what you can do is you can find an investment. And you can see that they have a lot of different options, portfolio building. There's different companies that you can look through. And Stash has a wide variety of companies. They don't have everything in the stock market. So you have to understand that they don't have the whole stock market to look up like M1 Finance has. but they do have quite a long and extensive list, as you can see here. There are plenty of options to choose from. There are healthcare stocks, there's real estate stocks, there's automobile stocks, there's literally all kinds of stocks, and I think they're adding them quite frequently. So that list is going to get more and more. And what's nice about them is, say you pick a company, it usually will say something about that company, which is nice, you know. So say we wanted to learn about Agios Pharmaceuticals company, right? We can click it, we can go into it. It says it's a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, the amount you want to do, you know, whatever. You can look at the how well it's done or how well it hasn't done, right? You can see the share price, today's change, a little about section. It's a really nice company. I gotta say, Stash has done a really nice job with their mobile GUI, with their platform, which I think is really cool. And I've got to say, I used to have one myself. I made a little money, but this is when I first started out. I started with Stash and I switched over to M1. I like M1's platform a little better, but I got to say, it's really, really nice. And you can automate your investments. You could say, you know what, I want to set up weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. You can pick the date, what time, and I think that's really cool. I think that's something that they've done that is great. I really think you guys should think about doing these custodial accounts for your kids, because I mean, imagine if somebody had told you about investing when you were young, if your father or your mother, somebody had pulled you aside and showed you and taught you what you're learning now. Like, that would have gone a long freaking ways for you, you know. And the thing is that gives your kids an advantage over every other kid out there that's not receiving that education, because you know they're not learning it in school. You know they're not getting this education every day, you know, outside of the home. So this really is on you guys to teach these kids about investing and about putting that money away. And it's really, really important, and you can't give your kids a better gift than teaching them that. I mean, they're going to grow up knowing that there's ways to make money besides working themselves to death. And that is just really powerful and amazing that that's even a possibility. So, you know, I just want you guys to think about that. Think about getting a custodial account. You know, comment below if you guys have custodial accounts, how you like them, if there's better custodial accounts out there that you've had experience with. I'm always curious about that. And don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share it with everybody you know. Comment what you guys think down below. And as always, if you guys are new to the community, don't forget to subscribe to the videos, to keep coming back. We do them once a week. So I'll talk to you guys next time, and keep stashing, keep M1 Finance, keep all that money going. Let's make things happen, all right? I'll talk to you guys later.